Hey guys, so how you guys doing? It's me, Dino, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story in this video. I'm gonna tell you guys about the history of the Camaro. And this is totally new. This is a totally new concept, so hope you guys enjoy. In the 1960s, the muscle car era was unofficially started it with the 1960 Impala SS, but it officially started with the 1962 Pontiac Tempest Le Mans, which would later be called the GTO. That was the first official muscle car, but early 60s. But in the early 60s, Chevy dominated the car market. The small car, the Chevy 2 or the Chevy Nova, dominated against its rivals, the Ford Falcon. The medium car, the Chevrolet Chevelle, dominated against the Ford Fairlane in the large car category. You know what I mean. And the large car, the Chevrolet Impala dominated once more. But when Plymouth and Ford debuted the Plymouth Barracuda and the Ford Mustang, they created their own class, the pony car. Dodge replied with the Dodge Challenger and Charger. Buick responded with the Buick Skylark. Oldsmobiles responded with the 442. Chevrolet didn't have a competitor until they started working on a concept in 1965. When they started the Chevrolet Panther project. GM's 15th president, Pete Estes, had a 13-city conference that was really and said a famous quote: "The Panther is dead, long live the Camaro," then hung up. Everyone was really confused with this message. Then when Chevrolet launched the Camaro in 1967 model year, the Camaro was completely unknown because it was not advertised. There was a whole bunch of engine options, the base being a 230 cubic inch inline 6, the biggest being the 396 cubic inch 327 horsepower V8 in the Super Sport. Then when the Z28 came, it was a monster, having a 4-speed transmission and a 302 cubic inch V8 with a short stroke 283 crank. The Z28 was advertised to have 90 horsepower, but when it was dynoed, it really had 350 to 400 horsepower. That is absurd for 1967. The Camaro went 0 to 60 in 7 seconds. I did the quarter mile at 14.85 at 101 miles per hour. Then Ford came along and had a minor facelift. Then Shelby American came along and tuned it to have 320 horsepower and a 390 cubic inch displacement 4-barrel carburetor. Then with the GT500 came a trim. The GT500 Eleanor trim was an absolute monster. If you search this up right now, you will love it. It starred in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, the remake in the 1990s. Then Chevy made an update that solidified the 1969 Camaro as the ultimate Camaro. They offered the 327 cubic inch V8, claiming 435 horsepower. This was a lie, probably for insurance reasons. The real horsepower was over 500 horsepower in the ZL1. Then Don Yanko took the Copo package the Copo package Camaro and modified the 427 cubic inch V8 with a new exhaust and a new set of headers, also modifying the rest of the engine to make 450 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 460 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM. It had a single 4-barrel carb, and then as the Camaro got really good, the Mustang got even better. In 1969, Ford introduced the Mach 1 Mustang, then along with it the Boss 302. Then a rare model, the Boss 429. It had a 429 cubic inch V8 designed to be a competitor to the 426 Hemi in NASCAR. But at this point, the Camaro was selling more units than the Camaro. Than the Mustang. The Camaro finally got an overhaul in 1970, getting a major facelift. It wasn't really a major facelift. It was just a whole completely new generation. This generation was called the fish face, which I don't get either. But it apparently looked like a fish. It had a bunch of engine options too, like the 231 cubic inch V6 through 305 or 302 V8, the LT1 small block 350 cubic inch V8, and the big block 402. You could get the Z28 and you could get the Z28 hang on a minute. You could also get a 3-speed or 4-speed manual, and for the first time a few automatics was offered. Actually, no, that part's wrong. The Camaro always had automatics until like the 1970 model year. And the Z28 can get the rally sport grille. There was an $84 gauge group option or gauge cluster option, and then the 1971 Mustang. In 1971, the Mustang got a huge facelift and a new trim was offered, the Boss 351. Hang on, I'm stuck. The Boss 302 today is a very underrated Mustang trim, and it offered a 351 cubic inch Windsor. Only 1,806 were produced in 1971. It was a direct replacement to the Boss 302, and Boss 429 trims. Actually, there was a Boss 302 concept for 1971. Only one was made, and it was discovered and collected in 2004 or 2001. Not sure. The rarest being the color called Calypso Coral. Only 4 were produced. The Camaro and Trans Am were selling just fine, right as the muscle cars were getting really good in the early days. In 1973, gas crisis hit and left the Camaro to have few engine options. Most efficient being the 230 cubic inch or 3.7 liter inline 6. The third generation Camaro was introduced in the 1982 model year. The engine options were the LQ8/LQ9 inline 4 which ran from 82 to 84, the LC1 V6 1985 to 1989, the LB8 V6, the LU5 LG4 L69 or L03 or LB9 V8, and the 350 cubic inch 5.7 liter the LT1 V8. The transmission options were 4-speed manual, 5-speed manual, 3-speed automatic, and a 4-speed automatic. There was also an Indy 500 pace car in a 25th anniversary edition. The 25th edition was to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Chevrolet Camaro. The 25th anniversary edition options were the L69 HO high output 5.0 V8, making 170 horsepower and 255 foot-pounds of torque. 4-speed automatic transmission, a CD player, a coupe, or convertible body option. The Camaro was standardly equipped with the RS package and a 3.1 liter 189 cubic inch V6, making a respectable 140 horsepower and 180 foot-pounds of torque. Not a lot, but hey, this is the 1980s. It was standardly equipped with anti-lock brakes, 5-speed manual transmission, AM/FM radio with tape deck. A 25th anniversary badges were stamped on the 1992 model year. All of the cars, all of them, from the 1992 model year. The fourth generation Camaro concept debuted in 1988, and the drivetrain is a real surprise. It's front engine when it looks like it's mid-engine. The first generation had a limited run from 1993 to 2002, with a few really minor facelifts. The Camaro started its discontinuation in 2002. I put quotes because it's a hiatus. The sixth generation debuted in January 9th, 2006 with a whole new fascia. It looked like the 1969 Camaro. Then the Camaro went on sale in the 2010 model year. Then all the familiar trim levels came into play, starting with the SS. The SS got an L99 6.2 or 378 cubic inch V8, making 426 horsepower. It also had a supercharged V8 option as well. The sixth generation arrived the seventh generation arrived in 2016 or so. With the seventh gen came the 50th anniversary, and the 50th anniversary got an LT1 V8 with 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 came in a pretty quick 4.1 seconds. The fastest Camaro to date is the 2019 Chevy Camaro ZL1, with a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds and a top speed of 198 miles per hour. And to help with it reach 198 miles per hour is the 650 horsepower 6.2 liter LT4 V8. So, what is the future of the Chevrolet Camaro? Chevy plans on shutting down production of the Camaro soon and wait for their 2023 platform. The demise of the Camaro is not denied nor confirmed by General Motors. Let's hope they have they will have minor refreshes until then. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit like, comment, and press subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.